Happy Friday, everybody. It wasn't Tuesday yesterday, it was Thursday. My bad. I had 2 days off and it's really throwing me off on the what day of the week it is. But thank God it's Friday because work is fun as always. Anyways, this should hopefully be the conclusion of our issues with the Tournament Store Assist PR pack. I wanted to follow up because of the comments that we've had before. Hopefully this addresses some of them. So Weiss Schwarz came out and said, we would like to apologize for any confusion regarding the Hololive production Tournament Store Assist PR pack campaign. Information regarding redemption has now been updated. So let's take a look. With the Hololive PR packs, we know this is what's included in there. We've seen it every day. These things are pretty expensive depending on who you're looking for a PR pack that comes with your purchase, right? Like when you think about that, resale on this is actually pretty high. It's expensive. Okay, so these can be redeemed with any purchase of any 3 trial decks from 0 to 5th generation and gamers or 1 booster box. That's all you got to do to get this thing. If the store has it, they should be giving it to you for that. So I'm going to go take a step back. So I made this video right here, promo pack abuse, and we have seen a bunch of, and this promo pack. So we've been going through this now for a few videos. I've seen a couple comments, so I'm going to bring them up here. I removed the name. Obviously, you could see the name in the YouTube video, but for purposes of this, I'm just going to read it. I was actually charged $2 for a Mushoku Tensei PR pack at my LGS. It was only after I purchased 2 booster boxes that they charged me for it. So right there, right? I mean, you can see the problem. I looked at the Mushoku Tensei, I didn't see it updated. Again, this is something that happened in the past with Mushoku Tensei because there's nothing we can do about it now. So obviously, you shouldn't have to pay for these things. It says not for sale. You would have gotten it for purchasing probably booster boxes in this case or trial decks. And that was definitely not a good thing that happened to you. So moving on, what we have here is I didn't know they were giving packs, but when I went to my LGS, they told me if I bought 2 more trial decks, I would get the promo and was like cool and ended up getting the 1 Corone common promo. Then I found out I was supposed to get a pack and not just 1 common card, which made me disappointed. Seems like they're opening them and keeping the foil from the sales because I didn't even see any for sale. So what he ended up getting was Hololive PEO3PR. What is that actually? That would be this card. So if you're wondering, this card, I believe, more than likely should have came from a shop event. If you're wondering what a shop event is, it's right here. I don't bring this up enough. So you have these shop tournaments, and you can denote them by these PE, I believe. If I'm wrong on that, someone let me know. But these PEs are that serial number, and I believe this is for shop tournaments. That's where you get them at. And instead of getting that PR pack for Hololive, this person ended up getting this Corone card, which is it's on sale for on TCG Player. It is going for a decent amount. I mean, it's not like it's a bit over $2-3, something like that. But it is not the PR pack that you are looking for, and unfortunately, I don't know what else you do about it. Like this whole time, there's 2 thought processes that was happening here, right? Like the fact that I was like, maybe this isn't public knowledge how you get these actual PR packs, or maybe the store themselves didn't know. Based on this actual comment, I'm like, stores had to know, right? There's no way because it says here, when I went to my LGS, they told me if I bought 2 more trial decks. So again, I didn't follow up and ask this person, like, does that mean 3 that you had to buy? But to me, that it was along the lines of what was announced here, that you had to buy 3 trial decks. So for me, I think the store actually knew what they were doing. Maybe they were incorrect on what promo they were supposed to hand out. Like I can't say that for sure with the store. I'm not at the store. I don't know. I don't know. But at the very least, they knew about these 3 trial decks slash 1 booster box, and it's unfortunate this happened. And going back to these 2 comments, what do you do in this case? For me, I think it's one of those ones I let go. Hopefully, if you still buy product from these places, that going forward, that this doesn't actually happen again. And what going forward actually means is on these next couple ones. So what they did here was they went out to this tournament store assist page and started updating all the different ones with how you actually get the PR packs. So taking a look here, next up we got is Fate Grand Order Camelot, and it has been updated. So you will get one of these PR packs if you buy a booster box of Fate Grand Order Camelot. So it's one of those ones now that you have this information. It's public now. That you should be able to hold the store accountable if they don't actually give it to you, depending if they have it, right? Only for tournament stores, if they don't have it, then they don't have it. But if you find out that they do have it and you bought a booster box and you didn't get it, you definitely want to go back to it. I don't know if you like, let's say, burn bridges, rock the boat, or anything like that, I guess, for the past ones. If you want to do that, feel free because now you have this information. But it depends on your personality, right? If you do that or not. For me, I probably just think about it all day. If it really ticked me off, I'd probably go back and say something. But I tap the inner forgiveness inside of me, and maybe I wouldn't do that. Depends though. I really do want that Kiara, so I want that Kiara. You probably have a low shot of getting it, but I really want that card. So I might be angry if I see them like selling it on the internet. That's when we change thoughts there. All right, next is DanMachi. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? This one's nice because it says it says and can be redeemed with any purchase of one display of the following product. So this one's kind of interesting in that way, right? It says one display. So one display to me sounds like you have to buy 6 trial decks. Like we know displays to us. I think I still have it. I do. Right here, right? A display is 6 trial decks. So you know where it said on Hololive, where it says you have to buy any 3 trial decks? This thing says on DanMachi can be redeemed with the purchase of one display. So it might take 6 trial decks to actually get one of these things. So just make sure of that. And then one booster box of DanMachi should get you this PR pack as well. Okay, and we're still waiting for this thing. We're on this page. We're still waiting for this thing. Quince, same idea here. This time around, it was 8 packs. You need 8 booster packs, not a whole box, to actually get the Quintessential Quintuplets PR pack and Attack on Titan. This one you needed to buy a booster box. It's kind of weird. I must say it's kind of weird how like these are all different variations of it, right? Because this one, Attack on Titan, does actually have a trial deck where DanMachi had a trial deck, but you had to buy a whole display. Hololive, you had to buy 3 of them, and then Attack on Titan, there is no mention of trial deck at all. And I get the different variations, right? Like with Hololive, there's going to be way more PR packs because of the amount of people in it. We have DanMachi. It only had 4 actual cards, so I think it's one of those ones where it's like, well, you got to buy more product because we're not printing as many PR cards for it, and there's not that many cards that are in here versus like the 30 something that we have for Hololive. I didn't count that. I'm just assuming it's 30 something. Same thing with Fate Grand Order Camelot. There is no trial deck, so they didn't mention that there. But yeah, it's weird how they come up with this formula. I didn't put much thought into this, but yeah, there's a difference. And even then, without the trial decks, you had the reprint of Attack on Titan 1 and 2. Okay, so that would be it. I hope that really resolves those kind of issues, like when you should get the PR packs. There's still more issues that need to be talked about, like this one. I've been going to locals for about a year now, maybe 20 game nights altogether. I've gotten 2 PR cards. Blame Bushy, blame the LGS, but I'm definitely not seeing what I would expect to be. I didn't follow up with this one if that meant like they've been going to 20 game nights as in 20 separate of these actual shop tournaments to get these cards or not. Don't know what that actually means, but it sounds like obviously that there's some kind of disconnect on how many shop promos should have been handed out. So again, maybe there's a refresher that needs to happen on here, or we as the public players, collectors, need to know when you're supposed to get these and just hold the store actually accountable for it. So that is that one. Next comment. Last weekend I was at a new store when they got the Hololive promos. The store had a box with maybe 25 promos. However, a customer from another store that don't actually run Wise events got a box of several hundred of them. The store had given them all to that guy. Bushiroad has little to no follow up with stores. So really, oh, one store got an entire shop league kit for Vanguard, but never carried or ran Vanguard. So that's where I was saying about the whole staffing yesterday. If you saw the video yesterday and looking at the financials, why we hear over and over again that there is not enough staff to handle all this, to check in, take a look, that there is this variation of like people getting a small quantity of promos, but then like stores getting a lot of them that don't even actually do anything with Wise. So there needs to be some sort of follow up. I don't know how we take care of that if there's no not enough staff or anything like that. It's what it is. I guess it helps people like me that can't actually get these promo cards, because that person is more than likely going to put that up for sale on the internet and drive the price somewhat down for a little bit of time. So unfortunately, that's how it's going to be unless hiring picks up or more focus is put on to taking care of these issues. Okay, and just so you know, like if you look at this card here, I know people really, really want this card. So if you take a look at this, this is your May Shop Tournament card. This is your June Shop Tournament card. We got Mosh, and we got Shioka. So the important thing about this one, why I'm showing this, is because it comes from this. You may have remembered this card before. This actually will be at the Bushiroad on the Road event. Okay, Bushiroad on the Road. I hope I can go to this thing. I really do. I hope they put more 3-day passes up. So Bushiroad on the Road, we got this here. But the important thing to notice is it has this 19S on here, which means this thing is shiny. I don't know if that's what the S stands for, but I say the S means shiny. It's foily. It got the stamp on here. What you have with this card is it is the non-shiny version. There is no stamp. So if you cannot go to the Bushiroad on the Road event, but you still want this card in some form, this is how you do it. May Shop Tournaments. And if you want this card again, you would want to go to the June Shop Tournament. Going back to that Corona card, if you want the shiny version of that card, so my commenter, my viewer that said they got this card, the non-foil version, if you want the matching pair, yeah, definitely Bushiroad on the Road to get this one. So where is that? There you are. So you can see it up above each other. And there it is. Give me the finger. I like the name of the card. Okay, so that is everything. And then if this is the one reason I only want to go 3 days, is just because I want to get all these cards. So hopefully some gentle soul can actually at Anime NYC can put up more 3-day passes. If not, I'm gonna probably just go the 1 day, like I said before. I'll probably just show up the 1 day, unless Bushiroad needs help and I can help them at Anime NYC. It's not the money. So again, like I was thinking about yesterday, I'm like, it's not the money, it's the principle. I'm one of those people that are overly stubborn about things, where it's not about the actual money, because I could pay the buddy. That's not a problem. It's more just the fact that they did that with the tickets. I'm holding out. I'm holding out because it's like you had these badges, and you only put out so many, and there's tons of people that wanted to go all 3 days and use this excuse about trying to maximize the amount of people there and all this stuff. And it's just like it just seems like a to the majority of people looking at this, observing, we believe it's more just a want for more money. And for that, because of that, I am holding out. I'm holding out. I will be stubborn and hold out for more 3-day passes. So we'll see what happens there. Anyways, so this is nice. I think it was nice to finally get this resolution. Oh, one last thing. I just remembered this. This will always make me smile, a smile on my face because of how stubborn this guy is. And again, I am not making fun of you. I actually think this is fighting for what you want, and that's what we need more in life, right? You got to fight for what you want. So this is Fate Grand Order Mordred. Yesterday there was a card of the day, and as always, our friend here wrote, I'd rather overpower them with the Nichijou set being fully translated to English. So I thought that was great, like never give up fighting for your set. I wonder what I know they can't write this or say this, but I wonder what the Weiss Schwarz people, the people on Facebook that have to read this like every other day or every other week or something like that, that with the comment like this, I wonder what they think in their mind every day. Because I'll tell you, again, working corporate for a company, you get comments and you just have these thoughts that run through your mind. I'm not going to say what the thoughts are, but you can imagine we're all human. We all have the same kind of thoughts in our mind. Not one of us is 100% forgiving or uh, not able to just hold back a sarcastic thought. So I just wonder what they think about this. But again, I really think, hey, you know what? If they could, they probably would do it for you. Nichijou was a really popular show. But you know what? You got to fight for what you want, and at the very least, you throw it out there. I think it's cool to see, whether that is annoying to people or not. But staying tough. Maybe one day, and then you could be like, I was the guy that brought Nichijou to English. Because you probably could say that. I don't know who else is actually asking for this, even though I think it actually would have been a great set to come over to English. It's just the fact that too much time has gone by for it. But maybe, I mean, Crayon Shinchan, that dude got a reprint, so maybe one day you may see this sucker in English. Anyways, as always, this is Friday, and it's going to be a lovely day. It's rainy out, but it's going to be a lovely day, great weekend. As always, have fun, be happy, and don't send anything more than your budget. Please don't do that. Have a good one.